So have you ever dreamed of spending $10,000 on gold or silver? And have you ever thought about how much you could actually get if you did? Well, in today's video, we are going to show you exactly that. So let's get into it. So I just scoured the internet and I got 6 different online retailers, and I went to all of their sites and I checked their prices on 1 ounce silver generic rounds, which generally are the cheapest 1 ounce silver. Of course, there are exceptions, but in general, they are the cheapest 1 ounce silvers you can get. And additionally, I got their prices for 1 ounce gold bars, which have that same rule of, in general, they are the cheapest 1 ounce gold you can get, with occasional exceptions. So we're going to put those numbers up on the screen so you can see the data right here, and then we will average them out. We will see how much you can get at average. We will see how much you can get, at the best, at the worst. We're going to show you all that data. So let's go ahead and start. But before we do me a favor. If you like videos like this, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. It lets YouTube know to show this video to others, and check out this awesome giveaway from our sponsor, SD Bullion. Make sure you don't miss out on your chance to win a full monster box of Silver Eagles by going to our sponsor, sdbullion.com/silverseeker, and get your entry today. So let's go ahead and start with our first online retailer. We are looking at SD Bullion. They have 1 ounce silver rounds for $27.35 with a premium of $3.13 over spot. Now notice I highlighted the 100 to 499 ounce line because if you're going to spend $10,000 in silver, you're going to get more than 100 ounces, but not quite 500 ounces in today's market. So we are looking at that number. We're going to look at that number for all of the retailers. Additionally, the premiums are going to be varied based on their current spot price when I took the screenshot. And of course, as you know, spot prices can vary from site to site based on where they get their feed from or where it's calculated at, because there is no universal way to calculate spot price, although I do believe that there should be. But looking at the next online retailer, we have Hero Bullion at $27.33, which is $3.19 over spot. And going back to SD, you can actually see they actually had $3.13 over spot for their 1 ounce rounds, but their overall price was actually a little bit higher based on where spot price was when I took the screenshot. But they were $3.19 at Hero, $3.13 at SD Bullion. And looking at the next one, we have Monument at $27.07 at $2.99 over spot for their 1 ounce silver rounds, 100 to 499, and of course checker wire price we are also looking at. Now going on the other side of the spectrum, we have the more expensive retailers. We have Money Metals at $29.11 at $4.89 an ounce over spot for their 1 ounce silver rounds. Next up, we have APMEX at also $4.89 at $29.19 over spot for 1 ounce silver rounds. And finally, we have JM Bullion at $4.99 over spot with $29.23 per ounce as the number that we saw when we took the screenshot. All right, taking a look at gold, we will start again with SD Bullion. They had 1 ounce gold bars. Now these we're looking at the 1 to 9 ounce price because you're not going to be able to get 10 ounces of gold with $10,000. I wish, but it's not happening. But looking at SD Bullion, you can see they had 28.40, which is $74.95 over spot. Next up, we have Monument at $25.50, $69 an ounce over spot based on when I took the screenshot. And we have Hero Bullion at $64.04 over spot with $20.23.15 per ounce for their 1 ounce gold bars. Taking a look at the other side, we have our more expensive retailers again. JM Bullion at $20.53.50 for $87.03 over spot for their 1 ounce gold bars, 1 to 9 ounces. $20.56 from Money Metals with 92 an ounce over spot for their 1 ounce gold bars. And coming in, and once again, we have a difference here where APMEX's price is actually higher, but their premium shows lower. APMEX showing $89.99 over spot, but $20.58.19 per bar based on when I took the screenshot. You can see the difference in premium here, $19.64.30 on Money Metals, $19.68.20 on APMEX. So APMEX had the higher price overall, but the lower premium is kind of what I'm getting at there. So now that we have those numbers out of the way, let's go ahead and average them out. We'll show you those numbers, and we'll show you how much silver and gold you could get for $10,000. Let's do it. All right, so we're going to put the numbers up on the screen, but before we do, keep in mind, this is not scientific. These numbers will vary greatly depending on when you actually order your silver, as well as other factors. So just keep that in mind. We are not trying to be an exact number here, especially with something as volatile as gold and silver prices. But taking a look at 1 ounce silver rounds, as you can see, we put the shops in order from highest to lowest. And if you look at how much you could get with $10,000, keep in mind I rounded these to the nearest ounce. we have gold, our shop 1 at $29.23. You'd be able to get 342 ounces. Shop 2, 343 ounces. Shop 3, 344 ounces. And then on the other side of the spectrum, with our lower priced retailers, we have 366 ounces. 366 ounces. Again, these are rounded to the nearest 1 ounce. And shop 6 at 369 ounces of silver. Looking at the average, you can see the average of all 6 shops came out to $28.21 per ounce, which gave you 354 ounces. So that is 10 ounces more than 12 ounces more than the most expensive retailer, but 15 ounces less than the cheapest retailer. So those averages do definitely play a part. Those higher shops, I should say, definitely play a part in bringing that average up, as the lower shops obviously bring it down. You get the idea. You know how averages work. We're not going to get into it. All right, so let's take a look at gold. So looking at gold, we had shop 1 at 2058.19. Now we actually rounded these to the nearest 100th of an ounce because gold is obviously way more expensive. But if you take a look at shop 1, we had 4.86 ounces troy. Shop 2 had just under $2, difference between 1 and 2, but rounding it to the nearest 100th, it also came to 4.86 ounces. Obviously, you're going to have a little bit more change left over from shop 2 than from shop 1, but you get the idea. Shop number 3, we had 2053.54, which came out to 4.87 ounces of gold. And then getting on to our cheaper retailers, we had shop 4 at 2028.40, giving us 4.93 ounces. Shop 5 giving us 4.94 ounces, and shop 6 giving us 4.94 ounces as well. The average there, same thing happens, higher and lower retailers, comes out to 2040.85 with 4.9 ounces of silver, and it actually came out to like 4.899919. If you want to do that math, just divide 10,000 by 2040.85. It was basically 4.9 ounces of gold. So what does that tell us? Well, not a whole lot, because we're just having a whole lot of fun in this video. But as I said at the beginning of the video, it's always fun to imagine what it would be like if you could spend $10,000 on gold and silver and how much you would get in each scenario. Of course, you could always split it up and get 2 1-ounce gold bars and then get some silver, or 1 1-ounce gold bar and get a lot more silver, or 4 gold bars and then spend the rest on silver. It really depends on what people choose to do if they actually had that kind of money to spend on gold and silver. But it's always fun to think about, and that's what I wanted to do in today's video. So do me a huge favor. If you liked this video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and tell YouTube that you want this video to be shared to others, because it really helps me out and I greatly appreciate it. Additionally, check out this video above me if you haven't seen it yet. And other than that, we will see you in the very next video, and you guys have a fantastic rest of your day.